Aloha, and is the reason that I am in bed because it's raining in Hawaii? Can you hear it? I can barely hear me. That's how ridiculously loud it is. So, turning down the brightness just a little bit. Um, what were we doing? Finished PSI seminars yesterday. Apologize for not posting. The end of the day was great. I think I told you the day before, I chose the Three of Wands, and so looking out over the sea, over the oceans, at challenges, opportunities, cool things on the horizon. So my question to the tarot cards were, what do I need to know? What's coming up? Now that I'm on this path after this leadership self-development conference, after that fantastic reflection where I got to see how cowardly and passively I played that one game, and so how cowardly and passively I sometimes play life. I sometimes played life. I am making very, very clear and conscious choices to change that pattern. And so, so yesterday I also signed up for another harbinger of that card. Apparently, it's travel, including overseas travel. Um, so I purchased their next level course. So see you in New Mexico sometime next year. I'll tell you more as I get closer to that. But it will be at that time my first time out of Hawaii in 6 years. So it's probably, unless I leave before then, and I'm thinking about leaving before then. But yeah, it's a great opportunity. So I need to take it and reflect further on my life and changing patterns moving forward, especially that passivity, especially that having the knowledge, having the idea, having the expertise, having the skills to bring people together and relate to people, and then not using them. So if you don't use them, you're not Jesus Christ. I mean, nowhere close. Don't even pretend. Other news, I think there was a surge in my laptop, so I think my laptop blew up when the power kept cutting in and out on Saturday night, which was fun. So that was the night that I drew that card, and the night of some really, it wasn't even raining that much, but it was yeah, there was a lot of energy going on. I was talking to my counselor about this today. So how people, all people, but maybe especially people who are a little bit more conduits of energy or tapped into energy, and can bring in current that has an effect on electronics. I was definitely there in the weirdest fucking ways. I remember on ketamine, because it puts your energy into a whole nother dimension. And I would be like on the phone with someone or reaching out to someone while on ketamine, while like on their frequency, multiple occasions, and my phone would stop. My phone would like turn the fuck off. there is like a ketamine frequency. There is a higher frequency, a higher consciousness. So I was also reflecting last night and sent a message to one of my friends, being like, it's time to figure out, since I've been there, since you've been there in meditation with ketamine, there must be a way, since our bodies know how to do it, since our minds know how to do it, to trigger that remembering, to get back there to that state, to be able to more actively tap into that divine matrix. So I guess what I'm saying is, Saturday, my life shifted a lot. And I don't think it's a chance that it's raining these next couple days extremely hard to give me time to stay home and reflect. And reflect on what's next. And reflect on changing these patterns inside, these like nagging little patterns inside of me. And read and dream. I had a great dream this morning. It was about an orgy. For me, an orgy represents like universal, unconditional, everybody's just like glomming together love. And that sexual union, that chemistry, that physical bodiness is something that I always craved as a child, and that's why that idea keeps coming up. My dream this morning was about that, yet then my hesitancy in joining in that orgy, when that opportunity actually presented itself, and then realizing that was still a reflection of that like leadership passivity, not taking action when I needed to. And then in the context of the dream, I did start taking action and showing very amorous feelings toward a particular girl in the dream, in the orgy, and then I woke up. So, who knows what else would have happened? More orgy? Probably. The other part that relates to today is I started reconnecting with a friend of mine who's what I consider the perfect template of a woman for me at this point in my life. And she only wants to be friends, and I want more. And I know that by the way that she couldn't meet my eyes at the end, that there are feelings inside of her deeply. And it is coming to awareness of those, but it's also continuing to work on my own journey. And even if that's not the actual thing, I'm pretty sure I know that I provide a certain centered, grounded, reflective, meditative role in her life. And for me, my lesson is, I realized this evening, to love her unconditionally on her terms and be the best friend and person that I can be on her terms. Because if I'm actually true with what I say, that I want a deep, meaningful relationship that is also based on a deep friendship, then I need to provide that on her terms as well. And not just be, I feel you energetically, I know our souls are a match, let's get this on. Because most people aren't that way, and most people need time to have those things bubble up to their conscious awareness. So, anyway, this evening I'm reading a birthday gift for my friend. Love is letting go of fear. This is a nice refresher. And in reading the book, it's great too. I'm also reading. And the symbols, it's tiny, tiny print. Make it bigger. Jesus. Now that I'm 40. It would be tiny for anyone. It's tiny for an ant. Large for an ant. So, lots of beautiful reflection. Lots of energetic shifts, lots of moving forward. Thank you for listening. Read the article in the Atlantic. Republicans suck. Republicans are beautiful people, just like everybody else. No, people are beautiful people, just like people are beautiful people. People who identify themselves as the Republicans and Trump supporters to the exclusivity of everything else have things in their life that they need to work on before they destroy our fucking country. Lots of love. Aloha.